So today, week 6, day 2, we're going to talk about your emotions, managing practical and emotional challenges. We need to discuss that because you're human. You got feelings, and every feeling that you feel is valid, all right? Even the ones that might seem really far-fetched, that's even valid as well. So I want to give you some tips on how to manage that. Managing practical and emotional challenges when dealing with a narcissistic relationship can be overwhelming, but there are strategies that you can use to help you navigate this difficult time effectively. Here are some this is a cohesive guide to help you manage both your practical and your emotional challenges. So, first, I'm going to start off with practical challenges. Financial independence. It is very important to have financial independence. Depending on someone else to provide money for you, you should never put yourself in that situation ever again. So, when you decide to move on and get a new relationship, you need to have your own money. If the person starts talking about, oh, you don't need to work, you might want to say, whoa, back up. Something ain't right here. Why not? Why don't I need to work? You start questioning that. And they say, well, because, maybe, I can take care of my queen. No, I can take care of me too. And I prefer to take care of me. You need to be adamant about taking care of yourself in a way where they still be a man and you still allow them to be a man, but you don't depend on them 100%, okay? So you also got to realize that what if you do have a good man? Like, for instance, I have a really good husband. My husband is really good to me. He does handle business, taking care of business, stuff like that. But I said to myself, what if something happened to him? I still need my own money. So I'm not going into a position and staying in a situation where I can't take care of myself. And you have to always keep that in mind as well. So your assets, you want to make sure that you understand your financial situation and make plans to achieve independence. If you're financially reliant on a narcissist, it's time to make some changes. First, you need to learn how to budget. You're going to create a budget that you can manage, not the narcissist, and that you can prioritize, and that you can start saving in your own account, okay? You also want to seek employment if you don't have a job. You want to find some work. No matter what that work is, if it's legal, do it, all right? You got to get some kind of money in your pocket, and you got to get a job history going for you. So you want to explore job opportunities. Also, if you can't find a job right away, consider freelancing, like driving Uber if you have transportation, delivering food, or whatever those type of things if you have transportation. Or if you're good at something, do something freelance, something that you're really good at that you can make money from. Maybe bake a cake and sell some food or something. If you can use your friend's oven and say, hey, can I use your oven to bake some cakes, bake some pies? And they like, yeah, go right ahead and sell those pies. Do what you gotta do. Use your God-given talent and your gifts that is given to you to use to make some extra money, all right? You also want to continue to do your legal consideration. You want to keep lawyers, legal aid, all that type of things around. You want to make sure that you can afford them. If you can't, you remember legal aid will do some things for free or at a low cost. And you want to practice. Now, your safety plan is very important. You need a safety plan. Even though you're not with the narcissist anymore, you still need a safety plan. Because what if the narcissist happens to show up where you are? At your job, at your school, where your kids go to school at your home. If they find out where you are, you need a safety plan. So develop a safety plan for emergency, including identifying a safe place where you can go and emergency contacts. You need to have that on speed dial, all right? What I do is you know how you set your phone up for voice, and you like, hey, Google, call, yada, 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 yada. You can do that if you can't touch the phone and start dialing the numbers. Program it to your voice, or hey, Alexa, or whatever the case may be. Hey, Siri, or whatever. You want to program it to your voice so that way you don't have to type or stroll and find the number. You can just say it. And then, do you want to call? Yes, call. You know, that kind of stuff, all right? Then, of course, housing, where you're going to live at, you need to prioritize that as well. You also need to prioritize your self-care. Self-care is so important. I'm going to always say that because it is. So you want to engage in exercises that promote relaxation, stress-free, any type of stress relief, and self-nurturing, such as exercises, swimming, dancing, meditation, or any kind of hobbies that you enjoy doing. Going to the movies, whatever that may be. You want to seek out therapy, continuously seek out therapy to gain clarity on your emotions and help you process your emotions. Find a therapist that is good with emotions and feelings. Don't find a therapist that be like, well, you just need to get over it. You know, you finally left. Just get over it. No, you need a therapist that be like, look, I know you're going to be going through some emotions, so let's talk about your feelings, all right? How are you feeling today? It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. You need those kind of therapists, okay? Or even a life coach. Also, you want to continue with your support system building. You keep your friends and family around because this is the time when you need them the most, all right? Reach out to them. Reach out to your family members. Reach out to co-workers. Reach out to friends and anyone in your support group. Reach out to them. You seek some professional help. Reach out to your life coaches and everything. Reach out to them. If you're feeling any type of anxiety or stress, and you will. You will. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to. That is a given. It's natural. You are going to be stressed. You are going to have anxiety. It's natural. But to maintain your stress and manage your stress, what you want to do is practice stress reduction techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and journaling. I've already gotten you doing that, right? Keep doing it. Don't stop, all right? And you also want to find some type of healthy outlet. Don't go doing something that is unhealthy for you. You don't want to do that. Find some healthy outlets such as going to the gym or writing. That's what you're journaling for. You're already doing that. If you like to draw, draw. If you like to paint, paint. You love music, listen to music that makes you feel good. Not the music that have you crying and sad and all that broken hearted. Unbreak my heart and say you love me again. Undo this hate. No. You don't want that. No, you don't want that. You want some upbeat music that you can dance to. You can get your boogie on and let's boogie tonight. Boogie tonight. Boogie tonight. You know, you want some good stuff. You know, get you some BGs in your life or whatever. You know. Staying alive. Staying alive. I'm staying alive. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, right? And then you also want to maybe take a vacation. Taking a vacation is awesome. With these Airbnbs and everything out here now, you can find you a nice home somewhere on the beach and just go and just relax and get all that serenity that you want. Take somebody with you. Don't go by yourself because you want to be safe. You don't want some strange man say, she's by herself, and then all of a sudden he coming knocking on the door. I bought you some lemonade, and then just checking on you, and he try to see if you with somebody or something, and he find out, oh, she's saying she's by herself, then he's bugging you. But if you bring a friend, say, hey, let's go on a vacation for a week or something like that, or 5 days, and just go have some serenity and lay out on the beach and just be like, yeah, get you one of them nice drinks and chill and just relax, and don't talk about the relationship because you don't want to bring your troubles with you. The whole purpose of the vacation is to leave your troubles behind, all right? Pick it back up when you get back if that's what you want to do. So here's some coping strategies. You want to stay grounded, that's for sure. Stay present. Stay in the present moment. Focus on the present moment rather than dealing with the past abuse or future uncertainties. You're not sure about the future. You don't want to focus on that either. Just stay in the moment. That's what mindfulness is about. That's why I taught you mindfulness. That's the whole reason for mindfulness. Is so you cannot think about what happened to you in the past or be focusing on what could happen in the future. No, you don't want to do that. So you need to have a reality check. Validate your reality by confirming, and you want to be confident in your trusting in individuals who can provide perspective and support, all right? And develop resilience. So remember I told you about my little bracelet here? This is why I wear it, because I know that I need to always remember that I am resilient. I bounce back from adversities. Trouble comes, but trouble don't last always, all right? So you want to definitely, you want to be able to bounce back from all the things that is happening with you and know that you have developed resilience, all right? And we're going to talk about resilient building. I'm going to talk to you about positive affirmation, because the reason why it's so important to have positive affirmation, that is what's going to help feed you. You have been fed negative words into your life, into your spirit, and into your soul by the narcissist. Or you ain't this, you ain't that, you're worthless, or nobody gonna want you, or you're ugly, or you're fat, or you're stupid, or you're a nincompoop, whatever the case may be. And then you listen to it for so long, you started believing it. Well, guess what? The same way you did that, you can also do the same thing with the positive words and believe it too. So what you're going to do is use affirmation to reinforce your strength and your self-worth. You're going to continue reading my book, Layla Carroll's book, 365 Days of Mindfulness, Your Daily Affirmation. You're going to continue to be reading in this. This has affirmation for every day of the year. Today, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that, you got affirmation for each day. So, in that 1 year you are building, I hit my foot in this thing. In 1 year you are building your self-esteem back to where it used to be, or if you never had high self-esteem, you're building your self-esteem to get where it needs to be, all right? So, you want to also secure housing. If you need to leave where you're living at with the narcissist because you broke it off with the narcissist and y'all was living together and you had left that place and you might have been in a shelter or whatever, if you're choosing that now you want to go ahead and find a new home to live at, find a place where the narcissist know nothing about. That the narcissist cannot run into you at the grocery store, okay? Or at the gas station, driving down the street and he see you pumping gas and be like, oh, that she go right there, let me go bother her. Do not find a place that you can be easily found, all right? So secure your lodging. You want and your transportation as well. You might want to trade in your vehicle. The narcissist knows what kind of vehicle you're driving. If you have a vehicle, you might want to trade it in and get a different vehicle. You're really changing your life. That's what you're doing. You are reconstructing your life to not be easily spotted, not be easily found, and not be easily disturbed and be reminded of tragic things that happen to you. Because there might be some things in that vehicle, a situation that happened while you was in that vehicle that remind you of something a narcissist said to you or did to you in that vehicle, and you need a new slate, or even in the house that you're living in, or in the area that you're in. So it's good to try to find a way to go ahead and trade that vehicle in. But if you can't trade the vehicle in because you just got it, it's okay. Don't stress about that. I was just giving you some extra strategies that you can use. These are just strategies, okay? And then you got child and family matters. So, co-parenting. Let's talk about co-parenting. Establish boundaries and guidelines for co-parenting if you have children together. Use structured communication method. Remember the apps. Use them. Those apps gonna help you, all right? The parenting app, the Wiz, use those, okay? And they minimize conflict. That's what they do, because whenever the narcissist know that he's been recorded or something, don't usually act a fool. He usually stay in line because, like, well, she can use this app against me in court, so let me not act a fool. Let me behave myself, okay? And don't forget to involve your support system with childcare if you can have someone help you watch your kids. It's kind of hard these days to have people watch kids these days. Most people are always claiming they got a life and all that crap. But then you got some people who are okay with watching your kids. So establish a great, healthy support system with your children as well. So you don't have to rely on a narcissist to pick the child up on time. Or let's say the narcissist is supposed to pick them up today and they don't show up. You need somebody that you can have as a backup, all right? Now let's talk about emotional challenges. We already talked about the practical. Now we're going to talk about emotional. Because as women, we are very emotional creatures. Yes, we are. So recognizing manipulation. Continue to educate yourself. You want to continue to educate yourself on narcissistic behavior and their manipulation tactic to better understand what you are dealing with, especially during the time of the breakup, because you're not sure if this person is still using these manipulation tactics on you. Because some of them are going to say, I'm getting counseling now, and you like, really? And then let's say they happen to actually be getting counseling, and they might try to drag you on back in because of the fact that you say, wow, he actually going to counseling. Maybe this might be good. No, do not fall for that. He needed at least 1 year of that counseling to see some type of change in him, okay? So don't drag yourself back like that. And then you want to make sure you trust your feelings. Please trust your feelings. Trust your instinct and your emotion. Gaslighting and manipulation can make you doubt yourself. Remember that. And also, it can make you forget about your experiences. Like, maybe my experiences wasn't really what I thought they were. Yeah, they were exactly what you thought they were. So that's the reason why you want to be careful with just allowing them to say anything to you. So constantly keep educating yourself. Continue to set your boundaries and stick with your boundaries. Continue your self-care practices. Continue to read the book, 365 Days of Mindfulness. Continue to read the other book, Breaking the Spell, your ultimate escape plan from narcissistic entanglement. So make sure you continue to do that as well. And then, of course, you want to continue to seek your professional help, as well as if you have to seek cognitive behavior therapy, there is a such thing as that. Consider CBT, to develop coping strategies and challenge your negative thought patterns, because negative patterns in your brain can cause your body to go through illness, such as any type of organ failure, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's, and as well as dementia and all that. Negative thought patterns can definitely create those things in you. And don't forget your legal aid about custody battles and your rights. You need to know your rights, all right? So practical managing practical and emotional challenges in a narcissistic relationship requires a multifaceted approach that address both immediate needs and long-term needs in your long-term well-being. It is very important. So you want to prioritize your safety. You want to seek professional help, and you want to develop coping strategies that you can navigate through and that will help lead you to your healing against narcissistic abuse, all right? And that does end today's session. Tomorrow we're going to talk about dealing with hoovering and attempts to re-engage, because they're going to do it